Shalom, shalom, shalom to everyone watching. This is Rabbi Moshe Otero with Ways of Israel as we continue our learning with To Be a Jew. We are currently in chapter 15 of the book To Be a Jew, page 258. And so appropriately, we come to the holiday of Chanukah. These are all post-holiday or post-biblical holidays and fast days that we're going to be looking at in chapter 15. But we're going to take first a look at of Hanukkah. These days are not sanctified like Shabbat, like atmosphere. However, there's various observances that has been instituted to reflect the special historical significance. The most important of these three post-biblical occasions that we will be taking a look at is Hanukkah, Purim, and Tisha B'Av. We're going to start with Hanukkah. Hanukkah is observed for 8 days, beginning with the 25th day of Kislev, which happens to fall this year on December 25th in the evening. It commemorates the historic victory of the Maccabees following a 3-year-long uprising against the ruling Assyrian Greek regime and their Hellenist supporters who conspired and imposed restrictions against the Jewish religion, its practices, and its values. The struggle culminated with the recapture of the Temple of Jerusalem in the year 165 before the Common Era, and the restoration of its traditional Jewish service. The victory also restored the Jewish political sovereignty over the land. Hanukkah means dedication. Chanukah, where it comes its root word from. And it refers to the rededication of the temple to the service of God after it had been defiled with pagan images and practices. It's permissible to perform regular work on Hanukkah. The major religious observance consists of lighting the lights of Hanukkah menorah each night of the holiday. The Hanukkah menorah is an 8-branch candelabrum with an additional place for the service for the chumash or the service light. It's designated either for the candle or oil wick. The lights are lighted with the service candle or the shamash candle. The service candle is then placed in the designated spot in the menorah or on the menorah. That's why you'll see Hanukkah menorahs that's considered kosher having 8, not 7, branches. The Hanukkah lights are lighted as soon as nightfall as possible. While one is holding a lighted service candle, a shamash candle, but before lighting the menorah, the following 2 blessings are recited. Number 1, we recite the blessings, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedishanu b'mitzvosav, v'tzivanu lehadlik nel shel Hanukkah. Blessed art thou, Lord God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandments and commanded us to kindle the light. Then the other one is the Shehecheyanu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shesanisim lavotenu b'yamim hahem b'zman hazeh. And as we saw after this blessing, for blessed art thou, Lord God, King of the universe, who has performed miracles for our forefathers in those days at this time. And then on the first night, a 3rd benediction, which is the Shehecheyanu that we mentioned, which you'll find this blessing on page 169 of the book To Be a Jew. On the first night, only 1 light is lighted, facing the menorah, and it's the further one to the right. On the second night, 2 lights are lighted, and so on through the 8th night when the entire menorah is lighted. Although additional lights of each night are added towards the left, the lighting itself takes place from the left to the right. After lighting the menorah, additional prayers and songs are found in the prayer books, brighten the festive songs and occasions if chanted, sung by the entire household. Those of you who wish to learn some of these songs, you can Google many of these Hanukkah songs right on Google and find different melodies. The light of Hanukkah menorah may not be used for any utilitarian purpose, to read by, to the light of the room, to light a cigarette. It is only for the reason of that service of the shamash candle, which is placed near the others, so that if it becomes necessary to use the flame, this is the candle which will be available. It is praiseworthy if every member of the household has its own separate menorah, enabling one to light the Hanukkah candles. However, this is not required, as long as each household has a menorah and one lights for all. A woman may also light the menorah on behalf of all the members of her household. On Friday evening during the week of Hanukkah, the menorah is lighted before Shabbat candles, even though it is not on nightfall. On Saturday night, the menorah is lighted at home after the recitation of Hadalah, which makes a distinction between the sacred and the profane. It is now a custom to present children with Hanukkah coin, gelt, or other appropriate gifts on Hanukkah. I used to give a gift for each night to my children. Obviously, they are no longer little babies, and therefore they no longer receive these gifts. The Hallel, the special prayer of praise and passages of gratitude to God for the victories and the miracles, are added to the prayer service and the recitation of grace after meals throughout the week of Hanukkah. And that is, in a nutshell, the celebration of Hanukkah. In our next video, we'll be taking a look at Purim and then Tisha B'Av. Shalom, shalom, and may you have a Sameach Hanukkah. Shalom.